Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Blake with Aaron Outdoors. On today's video, we are going to be doing some bow hunting in Kentucky. It's still opening weekend. It's the second day of season, and we've just had a cold front move through. We've got a rain that's pushing out of the area, and we're going to go in for an awesome evening sit, and the bucks were on their feet. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you know anytime that we post a new video. We're trying to hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers, so if you could, please help us out. Comment below on this video. Let us know how your hunting season's going and your plans for this season. Now we're going to go ahead and jump to the video. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time. Well, it's September the 5th here. It's the second day of season. Brett and I are going in for an evening sit here on our farm. As you saw yesterday, Brett killed his biggest buck ever. I think what it ended up scoring?
It was 155 and 5/8 gross.
So, really nice velvet buck yesterday for us on opening day. We're going in tonight really with no high expectations or anything, just wanting to go and sit over one of these bean fields and see what all we can see. We did have a new buck show up last night that had already shed his velvet. It looked like a pretty nice mature 10-pointer, and of course we're primarily targeting the buck we call Big D. He's a 6.5-year-old buck, and then another buck we called K10. So it's another really good buck up here. But like I said, we're just going to go up here and sit, and of course we got kind of a little mist going right now. We're going to hope that it kind of fades off as the evening goes. But it's deer season here in Kentucky. You can't ask for anything more. We're headed in for the evening sit. Dropped my bow out of the tree. It come up undone from my pull-up rope, so I had to go back down and get it. So it's been a good start to the day. Hopefully we'll see a deer. Alright guys, we just got settled in here for the evening sit. We got in here a little later than we anticipated. We had some pretty thick mist that we held off coming to the stand because we didn't want to get all of our camera equipment wet coming in. But it's kind of let off here and we've slipped in, but it's pretty humid. But last time we had similar weather conditions, we had bucks on their feet, and we had one in particular, one buck that we're hunting, Big D, was in here in this bean field. So we're set up and sitting tight. We're going to see what we see here tonight. Hopefully we can go 2 for 2 here in Kentucky on opening day and day 2, so stay with us. Guys, we hadn't even been here 30 minutes. We had a small buck come into the feeder on the other end of the bean field. It was the same buck that we've been seeing with Big D on our trail cameras. And then he eased off back into the woods. And in the next field over, through some trees and a hay field, we saw what we think is Big D and that same small buck. But they ran back up into the woods. I think they're just pretty frisky with this weather, this front that we've had come through. So we still got a lot of time left in the hunt. Maybe they'll come through the beans here shortly. First scent of the year for me with a bow. And I've seen my target buck. Going to the right. Big one's right in front of him to the left. He's going the other way. Yeah, they're going both there. yards, if not more, away from us now, working the opposite way. There's another bean field not too far off. I just knew he was going to come into this bean field. That was the last time we had a picture of him. But, that's how it goes with this deer. He's always playing tricks on us. So it's nice to see him at least on the first sit of the year, but I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get a better look at him. Not that I didn't get a shot on him.
I got a good look at him through my binoculars there. Going away.
I'm pretty sure it was him.
I can't tell. He's wild.
It's the deer that he's hunted, that it's been with all year. That small. We have had this farm and mostly hay for the last 7-8 years, and complain about not seeing any deer out in the fields. So we started planting beans later on in the summer to have them to hunt them over early season. And that deer just decided to eat that hay instead of coming here and eat these beans we work so hard on. Anyway, we'll sit it out and see what happens. Well, we just got out of the stand and back in the truck headed home. A little after 8 now. We had a crazy evening hunt here, second day of the season. We originally saw our top hit list buck, Big D, about 30 minutes after we got set down, if that. He unfortunately didn't come into the field. He walked on and probably went to another bean field, but not long after that we did have a nice 3-year-old buck we call Cloud 9 come directly under the stand, and another buck was with him, a smaller 8-pointer. They knew something wasn't right with what was going on this evening, and they didn't stick around long. And then not long after that, of course, you saw that we had another nice 8-point buck come in we call Patches, and we didn't get a look at him, but the buck K10, another shooter, 4-year-old, was with him, probably off in the woods, and we just never got a good look at him. And we seen another small buck and some does, so it was a pretty crazy and eventful evening hunt. Hopefully we can keep the action going moving forward. We're excited to get back in the tree. We got one more day to hunt this week until next weekend, so stay with us here at Aaron Outdoors.